Today, we're going somewhere really special. We're heading deep into Sinaloa, Mexico, to a little town called Cosalá. And we're going to see an ancient tradition that, for just one night a year, completely transforms the entire place.
So picture this, it's December 11th. As the sun goes down, something really remarkable starts to happen. You can feel a change just sweeping through the whole community.
All of a sudden, the electric glow of the modern world, it just vanishes. I mean, they do it on purpose. Street lights go dark, porch lights are switched off. Every single home plunges itself into this chosen darkness.
And then, in that total shared darkness, they light thousands, and I mean thousands, of candles. It creates this incredible flowing river of light right through the streets. So you have to ask, right? Why? What is the story behind this amazing spectacle?
Okay, so to really get what this river of light is all about, we've got to understand the place itself. We need to look at the town of Cosalá because it's a pretty unique stage for this whole thing.
You know, Cosalá's whole story is basically forged in silver. It was founded way back in 1562 and it just boomed. It became the most prosperous mining town in all of northwest Mexico. But then, in 1943, the last big mine closed, and everything started to change. Fast forward to 2005, its incredible history gets this amazing recognition when it's officially named a Pueblo Mágico, a magical town.
And check this out. The town's layout is so unique, it actually has a name, Plato Roto, which means broken plate. Think about it. It was a mining town, right? So the streets weren't planned out on some neat grid. Nope, they just twist and turn, following the natural curves of the mountains. And it's this winding, kind of cozy design that makes Cosalá the absolute perfect theater for a candlelit procession.
All right, so the stage is set. Let's imagine we're there. We're stepping right into those streets on the night of December 11th, which is the eve of the Day of the Virgin of Guadalupe. Let's see how this whole tradition actually happens.
It all kicks off in the afternoon. You've got families all over town, carefully setting out thousands of these candles. Then, boom, 7 p.m. hits, and the procession begins. The whole community starts walking this glowing path, and you can hear them praying the Hail Mary together. And it's not just a quiet walk, it's this vibrant spectacle with dancers and musicians, and it all leads to the historic chapel of Guadalupe for a special mass. So who's actually in this river of light? Well, you've got these figures called the Brahmadoras. They're dancers who represent the native jaguar, and their job is to purify the path. You see entire families, generations walking side by side. There's even a special miners' dance to honor the town's history. It's this beautiful mix of indigenous, religious, and historical traditions all woven together. But here's the thing. To really get the Fiesta de Las Velas, you gotta realize it's about way more than just what you can see.
Yeah, it's a feast for your other senses too. It's this totally immersive experience that fills the night with all these incredible sounds, rhythms, and even smells.
Just try to imagine it for a second. You hear this soft murmur of prayers, and it's blending with traditional music. You can actually feel the rhythm of the Brahmadors dancing, echoing off these old adobe walls. And then there's the smell. The air is filled with the scent of amazing traditional foods, like tamales and atole, which is this warm, sweet corn-based drink. It's the whole package.
So, yeah, it's a beautiful experience for sure, but it's also way deeper than that. There's some really powerful symbolism going on behind every single one of those candles. Actually, the town's director of tourism, a guy named Jose Manuel Cebridas Garcia, he explained it perfectly. He said, "We place candles outside our houses to illuminate the path of the Virgin, and so she may bless our home. This tradition fills us with faith and unites us as a community." I mean, that really says it all, doesn't it? And that quote really gets to the heart of it, the core idea of the festival. You have the darkness, which represents, well, the unknown, uncertainty, maybe even the dark mine tunnels that are such a big part of their history. And then you have the light. That single flame, multiplied thousands of times over, stands for faith, community, and hope. It literally creates a sacred path right through the middle of the everyday world. So, a tradition with roots this deep, it makes you wonder, right? How are they keeping this ancient flame alive for the future?
Well, for one thing, this isn't some modern revival. This is the real deal. It's a tradition that has been passed down, completely unbroken, for over 300 years. Think about that. 3 centuries of families teaching their kids this incredible ritual of light.
And it's a connection to home that's so strong, so powerful, that people literally carry it with them no matter where they end up.
There's actually this great local story that just perfectly captures this. A guy from Cosalá moves super far away, all the way to the US-Mexico border. He's missing home, so on December 11th, he just lights some candles on his sidewalk. The next year, he does it again. And get this, by the third year, his new neighbors who'd been watching were so inspired by his devotion that they joined in. They created their very own Fiesta de Las Velas, their own little river of light, hundreds of miles from Cosalá.
And, this incredible cultural power, it was officially recognized back in 2019. The festival was named an intangible cultural heritage. And that's not just some fancy title. It means there's now a formal plan in place to protect, to strengthen, and to promote this tradition. It's all about making sure that this flame never, ever goes out.
So, in a world that is just flooded with electric lights, Cosalá's Fiesta de las Velas is this powerful reminder of a totally different kind of light. And it kind of leaves you thinking, doesn't it? In our own lives, what are the traditions that connect us to something more elemental? What connects us to our history? And maybe most importantly, what connects us to each other?